Finally, the pressure has gotten too much for umama Nosiviwe Mapisa Nqakula. She has tendered in her resignation as the Speaker of Parliament. I think since 1994, this is the first Speaker to resign. Might be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. This is the first Speaker. The Speaker is the boss of Parliament, for those who don't know. The Speaker is like the President of Parliament. The Speaker rules over all the members of Parliament. She's the boss. Corruption has once again showed its ugly head in the ANC camp. And now we find ourselves sitting with a situation where we have no speaker in parliament. Let's speak about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host King 053 Mr. Easy Iman, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I want to play a video for you guys of the Treasurer General of the ANC, or not of the ANC, of the EFF, excuse me, Omphile Maotwe, who is speaking about the legacy and the track record that Nosiviwe Mapisa Nqakula has left in Parliament. And there's two things that are very key to note as to how her term in that seat of the Speaker of Parliament, I believe from 2021, 2019, somewhere there. How we're going to view her going forward. Omphile makes a point that she will be remembered as the speaker that protected Cyril Ramaphosa from the Pala situation. She will be remembered as the speaker from protecting the president from that Pala, answering that impeachment that they ruled against as the ANC. She will be remembered for also going an extra step, going into a section into the public protector's office and dismissing the public protector 2 months before her term ends. 2 months before her term ends. And also, she will be remembered as the speaker who presided over the impeachment of the president judge, Omphile. She will be remembered for those things. And again, obviously, the EFF will add that she will be remembered as the speaker who stood and watched as female members of the EFFs was sexually assaulted, was harassed, and physically harassed and kicked out of parliament. Police being allowed into parliament, which has never happened before. So yeah, we have got a lot of mixed reactions. For those who are late comers who don't maybe know what is going on, Jacob Zuma appointed Nosiviwe Mapisa Nqakula as the Minister of Defense for the Defense Force of the Army. Now, there as the minister, apparently she dealt with some service providers or tenders, premiers, who have given her money and all of that. The UDM president, why am I forgetting his name? The UDM president started this case and opened a case at the police station to say, here is my evidence, here is what you need to do. You need to arrest this woman. Here is my evidence. And then I'm trying to think of his name. That's why I'm speaking in riddles now. Now, after that, it took them long for them to finally go and raid the house about 2 weeks ago, and a fake warrant of arrest was taken out. That warrant of arrest was then challenged in court. It's like someone, you know, people who've got power have got privilege. I think we can acknowledge that in South Africa. That me and you, we've got no lawyers, we've got no nothing. When a warrant of arrest comes for us, the police are kicking down our doors and arresting us. They're not going to ask us any funny questions. But because she's the speaker, I believe that influence of power that she had, it kind of carried through. But the thing that you need to note about Nosiviwe Mapisa Nqakula is that she is from the Jacob Zuma faction. The ANC might say they want to protect her, but they're not going to really protect her because they can protect her with their vote of no confidence in parliament. They can protect her. Only a few months is left of this administration, the sixth administration. So the ANC, if they wanted to, they could have protected her. But you saw Fikile Mbalula raising his hands. You saw the deputy president raising his hands. You saw the president raising his hands. Why is this action or is it me? I don't see this guy anyway. I thought he went to the CC, was in Moria. But when it comes to serious things, I never heard him say anything about the logo, the trademark fight, about the deregistration of Mkhonto Wesizwe, about this case of Nosiviwe, Nqakula. I don't know. I don't know. The president is just so chill. He's like someone that can tell us next week that he's resigning. Telling you. But anyway, Sis Omphile breaks it down nicely for me, and I'm going to play you clips of that where I think she puts it well for me to understand. You guys know how much I love Sis Omphile. It's not a secret anymore. It's not a secret anymore. I love this woman's aura. I like her, the way she carries herself. I like the way she speaks. I like her honesty. I like her straightforwardness. I like women like this. I like women with a backbone somewhere. And Usisopile breaks it down really for us to say this woman has wasted our time as South Africa, and she will definitely go down as the worst Speaker of Parliament in the history. And this might even turn out to be worse because she might be arrested. Like I said, they're not going to protect her as if she's in the CR7 campaign. She was in the Jacob Zuma campaign, and that is going to haunt her now. She protected Abu Cyril when she needed to protect them, but now she herself is facing the music alone, and that's what we have to speak about. The ANC, honestly, it's breaking down week by week. It's breaking down. Let's be honest. I don't think we need to say anything bad about the ANC anymore. It was um, Umuso. What's the former, what's the Bossa president? Why are people's names running away from me? Musimaimane. It was Musimaimane who said that we don't need to attack the ANC. The attack of the ANC is coming from within. Paraphrasing, but something like that. They are killing themselves from within. They don't know what to do anymore. They're just killing themselves from within. So, angazi bafethu. Let's listen quickly to Usisi Mphile, one of the best politicians we have in South Africa. It has to be noted. A person with a backbone. The EFF must not lose this type of quality in terms of the leadership. And I know they probably have more of them, but Usisi for me is the minimum digizela of our time. That's what I say. That's how high I rank her. So let's listen to what she says about Nosiviwe. And also, you guys leave your thoughts on the comment section. What do you think should happen to her? Would you be happy if she's arrested? Are you tired of corruption? What is your thoughts around this whole thing of getting money from tender process? What must we do? What must we do? Till we meet next time, don't forget to pray. After we pray, stand up, African child, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Now let's listen to Mrs.
During that motion of no confidence.
Of course, she didn't resign. I mean, there's a person who initially said she's taking special leave and then ran to the court to try to defend the inevitable, which is her arrest. And so it comes from a lot of pressure from us as opposition parties in parliament, and we're happy that she resigned. She wasn't good for that position. I mean, her legacy, she's the speaker who presided over the onslaught of black professionals, of Advocate Bustem Kovana, of Judge President John Hlophe, but also protecting the corruption by her own leaders, the famous Phala Farm saga. We saw her, participating in that process of impeaching the president, the sitting president of the country. Little did she know that it's going to come to bite her. Now she's beating the dust, so she must go. She should have gone a long time ago. She wasted our time. She wasted taxpayers' money. She wasted your airtime as broadcasters. And we are now where we are. This story is now an international story, which shouldn't have been the case. But also it's to the ANC. I mean, what they deem the best is actually the worst. Is the corrupt. So you see, she was leading the arm of the state, and she's corrupt. The president who was leading the arm of the state is alleged to be corrupt. Yeah. We don't know about Zondo because, there's a sealing of CR17 documents. Maybe he's also there. So we could find that we are sitting in a corrupt state in its entirety.
The ANC seems to think this partly is because of her commitment to the party and the organization. So it's for party political interest. Do you think she's doing this for party political interest, this resignation, or it's more really prioritizing her own personal interest?
We all don't care what the ANC think. What we know is that this is an ANC deployment. The ANC deployee is corrupt. They took Thabo, when you are doing your deployments, you put your best foot forward. So this is what the ANC deemed to be the best, and she's corrupt, and she must go and answer there in court. So the ANC can't tell us anything. The corruption is the ANC is embedded from the top right through. They're going to fall, most of them. Right now we're sitting with the deputy president who's also having serious allegations hanging over his head. The report to the ethics committee is due very soon. So now he's going to bite the dust. So this is the ANC for you. All of them are corrupt, Thabo. There's no saving.
What made you think, even initially, that she is not suitable for this high office, that is supposed traditionally to be an impartial office of the Speaker of high regard?
Thabo, she presided over the beating, the assault and sexual assault of members of parliament. She was never a neutral person. She thought being the Speaker, although she's deployed by her party, she thought she's the Speaker of her party. When we are in parliament, we are members of parliament of the Republic of South Africa. Of course, we take the party mandate and the party line, but she, as the Speaker, must not be biased. She must remain neutral. She must serve the interests of the people of South Africa. The allowing of the police to storm parliament and assault the members of parliament, including the president of the EFF and the leadership of the EFF, the suspension of the members of parliament, the denying them the salaries. We're sitting with members of parliament who don't have salaries. The last batch is being suspended now. They're not going to get their salaries. So that's the legacy that she leaves behind. So she was never suitable for this position.
So others are saying her legacy is particularly that of being able to at least deal with the EFF in Parliament and bring in, others are saying, some order and decorum back into the House.
But there is a person who's supposed to bring order and decorum, who's corrupt herself. And we're saying she's been biased, Tabo. She has never served that. We had speakers before. Oh, Mam Tandi, she was unbiased. There was a time where the SONA had to adjourn for some few minutes for her to call on order on all members of parliament. She never brought police inside the house. It's not allowed. This one brought the police, which is not allowed. And when she was called to order, she then said, they must be removed. We deserve to be. She actually called us animals, the same woman. So she was never ready for the position. But that's because she's corrupt. You'll find that, Tabo, when they were in their caucus, she was being told, we know the truth about you. We're going to expose you if you don't do 1, 2, 3. That's why she was doing wrong things all the time. It's because...
Why would her party deploy it for this particular job? Do you think there's any particular reason for her appointment?
So, Tabo, the party will deploy the best of the best amongst themselves. So they deployed her thinking she's the best. But their best is the worst for the Republic of South Africa. It's proven now that she's the best. So the ANC does not have any best people left. All the people in the ANC are corrupt. That's why today we're still sitting with the acting speaker who is sick, who doesn't want to go home, because there's no other person who's better than the ANC. So all of them are rotten to the core. They are corrupt. And the people of South Africa must see them for who they are. That's why on the 29th of May, they must remove the ANC from power. They can't give us anything. They don't have any best person that is left. And we see it now proving itself with Mapisa. Mapisa must go and rot in jail for all the wrong things she has done to the people of South Africa. Beating of women, assaulting women, allowing the security to sexually assault female members of parliament, and calling for police to come with their full might to the people of the members of parliament who are merely protesting against an injustice which is happening within the chambers of parliament. We will never keep quiet. We're never going to keep quiet, Tabo. We've got the right. We are elected by the people of South Africa to represent our constituency. And where the wrong is being done, we must all stand up and say, but this wrong is done. We were in the same situation with President Zuma. And what happened? We won at the end of the day because President Zuma paid back the money that we were fighting for paying back the money. This one blocked the impeachment process that would have seen her president being impeached. Now, after that deal that she made, now she's the one who's biting the dust. She must go and rot in jail.
So one of the things that should be greeted is Parliament, I suppose, the new rules of joint seatings, which saw the EFF being kicked out, really, of the State of the Nation address. I think given the budget, or there was something else that was happening with the budget that you guys were not there. So
the ANC uses its majority, Tabo, to stifle the debate in Parliament. They use their majority to... Actually, she shouldn't have resigned. We wanted to see what's going to happen with the motion of no confidence against her. Wanted to see if the ANC was going to support it or not support it, the same way they did not support the impeachment of their own president, because the ANC is known for protecting corruption, because all of them are corrupt. So it's a trade situation in the ANC. You keep quiet, I keep quiet. You speak, I speak. So we wanted to see what's going to happen with her. They should have not accepted the resignation. They should have said to her, stay, and then we put a motion of no confidence against her. They changed the rules, Tabo, just so that they can deny the EFF the opportunity to hold the executive accountable. But their time is over. We're not worried about them. That's why we're on the ground. We're doing door-to-door, speaking to our people to remove the ANC. And indeed, they're going to be removed from power on the 29th of May.
Speaking of time being up, I mean, one would say it's days really until Parliament stands and goes on recess. She has already indicated that she is not returning to public politics. So essentially this resignation is just a way of her going out and securing her pension. A parliamentary pension?
No, absolutely. So we are on constituency, Tabo. I just checked the program of Parliament before I came in here. We started the constituency period from the 2nd of April. It's ending on the 21st of May. So effectively, the Parliament has risen. And we'll go back with for the 7th administration now of Parliament. and where she indicated she was not coming back anyway. But corruption is corruption. We're going to find her anyway. She's lucky because there's no lifetime benefits, the loss of office, it's the pension and all that. But we're going for her. But we're saying we're happy that the NPA is pursuing her, and she must find her day in court very soon. She must hand herself over. Like you say, the rumors are that she's going to hand herself over to the police tomorrow as Centurion. Yeah. She must go there and face the might of the law. She protected the criminal. So now she's the one who's a criminal, and there's no one who's going to protect her. She's walking alone right now, and she should really dip her head in shame that she protected corruption in a bid to cover her own corruption. So now she's corrupt, and she's alleged to be corrupt, and she must go face the music.
Powers and Privileges Committee and not the DA is trying to pursue there. Do you think it's a moot point?
With the resignation, she's out. And with Parliament having risen, that's the end. It's not going to help. She doesn't have benefits. We are going to accept and agree to a process that will see her benefits being, her not getting her benefits, but without benefits, really. I think we can leave it to law enforcement officers to really deal with her. But she must know, even when she's will be wearing orange overalls very soon, that she is a speaker who presided over the onslaught of African brothers and sisters. And she protected corruption, which she thought was going to protect her in return. There's no honor amongst thieves. Now she must go and face the music as a thief herself, alone, on her own.